Welcome back to Fast Market on the TD Ameritrade Network. I'm your host, Tom White, along with my co-host, Kevin Hinks. But let's bring in our next guest for our cash tag segment. It's going to be Landon Swan, co-founder of Likefolio. Welcome back to the show, Landon.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
All right. So we talked PayPal about a week and a half ago. You guys had some discerning data on that stock due to the fact that they're coming out with a $2,500 fine for misinformation. You guys hit that one. The stock's down about 7% just over the last 3 sessions. But now we've got earnings from Square/Block, one of their competitors. It seems like the CEO Dorsey has, given this company. I don't know how to describe it, Landon, because in typical me would like to bash on him for what he's been doing, trying to change it to crypto. He can't change that asset class that he's trying to pivot to. But do you guys have any positive data? Because the stock's just been hammered this year, and it seems like it's lagging maybe some of its competitors as far as some of their products.
Sure. So, we did nail this one last quarter. We were pretty bearish going into the earnings. They came out, didn't do well last quarter. And I am not a zero-sum game kind of guy, right? I think that wealth can be created. But I will tell you, in the case of PayPal versus Square, I mean, this is what PayPal is giving away, Square is taking. And so they are actually benefiting quite a bit from PayPal's blunders. And we're liking what Square is shaping up to look like over the next quarter and into this earnings report for sure. Just if you look at happiness alone, PayPal's happiness is about 52% right now, whereas Square is 63%, and their Cash App is actually 68%, higher than PayPal's Venmo. So Square beating on both the website and the app front versus PayPal. And we're actually seeing a pretty good increase in purchase intent, strong numbers coming out of Square. And when we look at it again, I feel like PayPal is just teeing this up for Square. We're seeing a lot of people talking about switching over, leaving PayPal. They're afraid of that $2,500 being taken out of their account for arbitrary reasons, or they're just out of principle wanting to withdraw their money and they have to go somewhere. Now, you do mention the Bitcoin. That's huge. I mean, if you look at a chart of Square and a chart of Bitcoin, it's not exact, but you can see a lot of similarities there. You could argue that it's just a risk on versus risk off type trade, but they have a lot of ties to cryptocurrency. So with Bitcoin just kind of holding where it is, it's been around 19 or 20 for a while now. I think it's going to take a little bit of a bump to get Square really going. But when it comes to the technology, the platform, the users, everything is actually starting to move positive. Last quarter, they reported gross payment volume was up about 25% year over year. They're up to 47 million monthly active users. So they're doing things right. And most of all, they're taking advantage of their competitors' just completely misguided moves over the last few weeks.
Landon, before Jack Dorsey became obsessed with cryptocurrency, this was a nice little company in the payment hardware space with Cash App, moving money. Those are 2 great businesses to be in. And then he got sidetracked by cryptocurrency. And you're right, though. PayPal has shot itself in the foot in a big way that can really benefit Cash App. But is that enough, Landon? With all the headwinds going on in this business right now and their full-throated obsession with cryptocurrency, can the other parts of this business keep it alive while you wait for a cryptocurrency revival that may never come, Landon?
Well, first of all, I do think it'll come. I mean, your viewers may not. I'm a big believer in cryptocurrency long term. I think one day we'll look back and think that 20,000 was a deal on Bitcoin. But even if it doesn't, I would agree that they've got to get things going. They can't be completely reliant on that. And so when we look at what purchase intent's doing, people talking about installing this app, using it, becoming a customer of the services, it peaked around 2020 in the summer of 2020, kind of fell off a little bit, and the stock has fallen off dramatically. It had a little bit of a bump back, and now it's fallen back down to the lower levels. But this low is higher than it was. And if you look at where this stock is now, the move it's made this week, I think it's down about 10% or so. It's just been getting hammered. And I think that this is setting up to be very low expectations, and I think that there's a good chance that investors are surprised at how much they're taking advantage of PayPal just pushing away customers, because those customers, they want to have a solution to digital payments, digital wallet, the ability to pay and keep money inside of an account. They want to have a solution for that. And if they're leaving PayPal, they're going somewhere. And our qualitative analysis has shown that a lot of people, when they're leaving when they're leaving Venmo, they're going to Cash App. When they're leaving PayPal, they're going to Square. And so this is benefiting this company for sure.
Yeah, and Landon, stock's down, 67% this year, hit 2.5-year lows in today's session going into this report. But I kind of wanted to hit on that one graphic that you had where the stock price severely underperforming some of the data that you have. Do you see that data trending in the near term to the upside, or is it just at least consolidating, giving maybe the downside a little bit of a break here?
Yeah, it's definitely consolidating and moving a little bit to the upside, right? If you look over the last few couple months there, you can see that it bottomed out. It's moving up just a little bit, and these numbers, they're pretty strong numbers. I mean, it's not what it was in late 2020 or even just maybe 6 or 7 months ago, but it is holding strong. We've got year-over-year purchase intent at plus 20%. You can see there, and also the happiness is on the upside. I mean, it's moving up while its competitors moving down. So one of the things that we always look at, of course, we look at purchase intent, but we love looking at happiness because that is an indicator of consumer stickiness, consumer referrals, and just future purchase intent and demand. And so while demand is mostly holding or slightly moving up right now, the fact that their happiness is so strong, especially compared to their main competitor, is a really good sign for the longer term outlook for this company.
And do you guys have an earnings score going into this report after the close? Because we've got PayPal also. PayPal last quarter got a nice bump, and then they had this PR debacle going on, which may help Square. But do you have a score for us?
Yeah, Square, we've got them at plus 40 right now, which is very solidly bullish. Definitely comfortable taking a bet on this one. As you know, within 20 of 0 is neutral. So you get up to plus 40, you're definitely in the bullish range.
Definitely in the bullish range. All right. We haven't heard much bullish this quarter out of you guys, Landon, so this is something new for us, and taking advantage of that PayPal PR nightmare that we're seeing that company go through. All right. Great stuff as always, Landon. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that's Landon Swan, co-founder of Likefolio, breaking down data on Square/Block. Kevin.